Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Matty Media Cast. This is episode 9, I believe. I am Matt Burbsy, along with my beautiful co-host, Mr. Two Matty J, who's to my left on the screen.
Hello, everyone. Hope you are all well this week.
Just us this week. No special guest this time, but there are a couple of things in the pipeline that hopefully will happen in the next few weeks. Not too long of an episode today. Obviously, last week was like, God knows how long. It was like nearly 2 hours long, but yeah, there was a lot going on last week because we missed the week before. So this week won't be as long for you guys. Hopefully, people can stick around and stay for the whole episode today. A few little bits of news for you, which we'll jump straight into. First one being Space Jam 2 trailer has officially dropped. The long-awaited series, sequel, sorry, starring the one and only LeBron James instead of Michael Jordan. The trailer dropped yesterday, I believe.
Have you watched it?
I've watched it, yeah. It looks interesting, to be fair. It's sort of like a similar storyline to the first one, from what I can gather. Just slightly different, a little bit more modern, should I put it that way. Yeah, I'm interested to see where it goes. We'll see how good of an actor LeBron James is.
I've always loved Space Jam. The original Space Jam was brilliant.
Hands down one of my favourite films growing up as a kid.
Like the use of like, I hope I'm getting it right. It's with like Bugs Bunny and stuff in it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and then Michael Jordan was in the original. Obviously, he was the big star at the time.
Yeah,
as LeBron James is now. It's always a risky business, I think. Like athletes and people like that going into like acting and doing a film. It's always a bit like
weird.
It's gotta be a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a bit strange, but we'll find out soon enough, I suppose. I'm not actually sure when the release date for it is. I don't recall seeing it at all. I don't know if you know.
Nah, I've not seen anything about the release date.
No, maybe it's just a teaser trailer for now.
Yeah, in theory, it possibly will be.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen it already, if you go over to our Facebook page, I've posted a link to it over on there. And also, just a quick plug, last week we spoke about our new Discord server that we started, where we'll literally, anything to do with the podcast, anything to do with movie news, gaming news, anything, any general discussion you could think of is over on that Discord page. So if you want to jump in on the Discord, if you go to my About section on Twitch, or if you go over to the Facebook page, there's a link to it there, and you can join in, and we post everything over on there. I've posted absolutely loads on there today, because I haven't had the chance in the week to do it. So if you want to join the Discord server, make sure you go over there. That's the quickest way probably to get either hold of me or Matty, either that or Facebook, to be fair.
Facebook for me, but possibly both for Burbs. I mean, yeah, you'd still be able to get in contact with us through Discord, but mainly Facebook.
Yeah. So make sure you go and follow us over on there. But other news after that quick little plug. There's a new update for Call of Duty Cold War. They're bringing out some new stuff for Outbreak, the zombie mode. It's not a massive update, to be fair. They're just adding a new location for you to go to in Outbreak, and there's a new objective as well. I'm not sure whether there's any new bosses or anything. I'm pretty sure that's all they said that we're doing.
There shouldn't be, because the main bosses are, like, all the main bosses are actually in the game now.
Yeah.
There's none that I don't think that isn't there from the past.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So that one's coming out this week at some point. I didn't see a day on that one, but carrying on. Venom 2 has been delayed again.
Which I'm personally gutted about.
It's only a week delay this time. Obviously, it was delayed last week as well. We revealed to you last week that it was delayed a couple of months, and now they've revealed again it's going to be delayed another week, which is disappointing. It's not what you want to see from a movie that people are waiting for, especially like a AAA release like Venom.
I suppose, you know, the only thing that we can really look at when it comes to things getting pushed back, I mean, I suppose it just gives like the directors and publishers a bit more time to work on it.
Yeah.
To like tweak it to the possibility of being an excellent film.
Fingers crossed, yeah. I think it would be a bit of a slap in the teeth, wouldn't it, if they've delayed it so many times and then boom, it's an awful film. I think that would be a massive kick up the arse, wouldn't it, really?
I think that's what's going to happen with the new James Bond. It's being pushed back that much. I generally just think it's going to be a bad horse.
I mean, a bit of an unpopular opinion, but I'm not that big of a fan of James Bond anyway, to be honest. It doesn't really grasp me that much.
I can agree with that, to be fair. I don't like them all, but some of them are good.
Yeah.
According to my, some are good.
Yeah.
But yeah. Witcher 2.
Yeah, The Witcher Season 2 has officially wrapped filming, which is good news. Obviously that was due to come out last year at some point and obviously got pushed back due to COVID. So they officially finished filming. We're still awaiting the release date for that. But another little thing that they've confirmed is if you've played The Witcher 3, you'll know all about this. They've confirmed that the Wild Hunt will feature in the Season 2, which is like a... can't even know how to explain it. It's like a gang of bad guys, basically, like these ghostly demons that take kids away and stuff like that, and like the main story of the Witcher 3 game, which I hope people have played because it is amazing. The Wild Hunt capture Ciri at some point. I don't know whether that's anything to do with Season 2 of The Witcher, which it probably will do, to be honest, but
yeah.
I'll probably just spoil it for everyone, but you know. But yeah, they've confirmed. Yeah, they've confirmed to be in Season 2, so it'll be interesting where that goes. And also with The Witcher, over on the gaming side of it, there's been a rumoured tip that The Witcher 4 will be released in 2025. I know that's a hell of a long way away when you think about it. Still another 4 years, but in CD Projekt Red true fashion, the developers for that game, they normally announce their games many years in advance. Lead example, Cyberpunk 2077, a game that people were waiting for like, I think they announced that game 8 years before it even came out. So they do like to announce it early for whatever reason. Just keeps people in suspense, I suppose. But I know for a fact that if they go anything off Witcher 3, Witcher 4 would be incredible.
Insane. Yeah, exactly. CD make excellent games. I'm sure there's a lot of people who would probably disagree about Cyberpunk, but Cyberpunk was an absolute fantastic game. It's an annoying thing. Sorry for bringing another subject up, but while I'm thinking of it, that's an annoying thing with CD fans. He begged and begged for them to release Cyberpunk. Everyone kept complaining because it was getting pushed back and back and back, and then finally CD gave in to what the fans wanted and published a game that wasn't ready.
It weren't finished at all, was it?
It was not ready at all, and people go and blame CD, but it's the fans' fault for pestering them for wanting it to be released. Personally, obviously, I played it on the Xbox One X, and I had no issues. I had no graphical issues whatsoever. It was absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't buy it on the Xbox. I played it on the PS5, and I had no issues. Yeah, I had absolutely no issues whatsoever. It was fantastic. But yeah.
Well, there you go, everyone. Yeah.
There's a little review of Cyberpunk.
Back into the movie side of things. The Uncharted movie, which features Tom Holland as Nathan Drake, that's been delayed as well by another week. I'll be honest with you, I don't really know too much about that one. I never really got into the Uncharted series. I played number 1 when the PS3 first came out. Oh, man,
the games are phenomenal.
God, good lord, like PS3. That when that first came out, how long ago was that? It's like what? 14, 15 years ago? Maybe? Holy crap. I'm old. That's depressing.
Yeah.
Oh well. Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah, so that one's, you gotta wait another week to see Tom Holland as Nathan Drake. Not too fussed about that one myself, but obviously there will be people that are disappointed in that news. Another piece of news, the Friends reunion. I don't know whether that sparks any interest to anyone. I just thought it was a tight little snippet. I know Matty dislikes it with his whole soul, but the reunion for that starts filming next week, so that'll be released out soon. I don't know where it's going to be shown in the UK, because I know it's being released to HBO Max, so one would only assume it's going to be on Amazon. Like all the other shows on HBO.
Should be on A4.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they're going to release it. Is it a film?
No, I'm not sure. I think it's just like a one-off episode. I don't know how long it's going to be. I haven't really seen anything about it, to be honest. It's just going to be one of these nostalgia things, and they're probably going to ruin the series, so I ain't holding my breath for it. I mean, I am a fan of Friends. I've watched it many, many, many times, but I'm not too arsed about it, to be honest. Like I know a lot of people are. They're all dead excited for it. But we'll see. It's another reboot that has the potential to ruin things.
Mm-hmm.
As we see with other Coming to America, cough cough. Was absolutely... If you want to watch our review on that, go back a couple of episodes, and it was absolutely pants. Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's still on TV shows. Rick and Morty, one of the greatest TV shows ever made, in my opinion. Season 5, the trailer for that dropped a couple of days ago, and yeah, I'm excited.
Prior to starting this, you literally just watched it.
Literally did just watch it.
And I can't wait.
Yeah, I need to rewatch them all again. It's one of them series for me. Rick and Morty. I could literally just rewatch it over and over and over and over again. I just don't get bored of it.
I love it even more because they're implementing Jurassic Park into it. Now you might ask how. There's certain things that they've implemented into the actual series.
Yeah.
That's actually Jurassic Park related. Like Rick bursts through the door, and he's like, "No, no, no, no." You did. It's like you didn't say the magic word. Or in this in season 1 or 2, where they go into, I think it's Pancreatic Park.
Oh yeah. No, it's what's it? Anatomy Park. That's it.
That's the one. Yeah.
The Pirates of the Pancreas. That's what you're thinking of.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's class. Absolutely love it. Rick and Morty. It's so funny. It's got the dark humour, which I love because my soul's dark. Yeah, it's brilliant. I can't wait. I literally can't wait. And that gets released on the 20th of June.
Mate. Hype.
Let's hope another lockdown up.
I know. That's the thing. Like with Rick and Morty, it's like so long in between seasons that I think this is the quickest they've ever actually done it. Season to season. Like season 2 to 3 was like ages, and then 3 to 4 was even longer. But I know they had issues with like the contracts for making them, I think. And then Adult Swim renewed them for like 4 seasons, I think. So it should be relatively quick. that they keep making them now. So
Yeah,
fingers crossed.
exactly.
Fingers crossed they keep firing them out, because who doesn't like new Rick and Morty episodes? No one. Everyone loves them. Right, so a quick little detour back onto the gaming side of things before we move on to our main feature for today. If you're an F1 fan like me, get ready. F1 2021, the next game for this current new season of Formula One. It hasn't officially been announced yet, but it's had a small little leak on the Microsoft Store over in Italy. Yeah, there was some features leaked on there. It's rumored to be released on the July 16th. So about midway for the season. Just before Silverstone Grand Prix. Get in there, people. Get in there. And there's a new game mode apparently on there, which I'm just gonna quickly get up because I wasn't prepared. Because that's just how Burbsy rolls. That's just how Burbsy rolls. He doesn't prepare. It was called Breaking Point. Apparently, it's going to be a new story mode. So I'm quite excited to see how that goes. I don't know whether they're taking like a leaf out of like NBA, the NBA games, and they have like a distinct story mode, or like the that mode FIFA had. What was it called? The Journey. Yeah. Whether it's something like that.
Which was phenomenal.
Yeah, and you star as an up and coming driver and work your way up to thingy. Maybe I'm not sure. Hopefully. Hopefully that comes out soon. And some more details. Apparently, there's also going to be a 2-player career mode. So, if all you people that play split screen, you can play a career mode with 2 people. I don't know whether that's just going to be exclusively for split screen, or there's going to be an online element to it, which, to be fair, would be amazing for you to be able to do an offline career mode with your mate. So, say me and Matty could do a dual career mode where we both race for the same team, or we both race for different teams, and it's a race to the title. That'd be absolutely incredible, mate. That'd be mint.
I'd enjoy that.
That'd be
because obviously, like I've not always been a massive lover of F1 in regards in the essence of like Matty, how much Matty loves it. But I've just recently started getting into it and more and. I have to say, I didn't speak to Matty about it actually, but I enjoyed the race last week.
Oh, mate, the race. The race last weekend at Bahrain was incredible. Absolutely brilliant first race of the season. I know a lot of people said the same thing. It was just kept you on the edge of your seat to the very last lap. Obviously, the scrap that Max and Lewis had at the end was good. Obviously, people have their different opinions on whether Max should have let Hamilton go, but it's one of them things. He did go off the track, so he had to give the prize back. The rules are the rules. People get butt hurt. It is what it is. Just get on with it, and just try and beat him next time round, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Carrying on. There's going to be a real season start apparently as well, so you can jump in and start a season as they are in real life. I'm assuming that'll carry on with the championship and everything as well. And they've also confirmed that 10-year career mode is returning, letting you start from the bottom in Formula 2 and work your way up to the big leagues. I'm assuming that they're going to bring my team back as well, but no, they haven't mentioned that. The new game mode from the last game where you create your own team, liveries and everything, all that kind of stuff. So I'm assuming they'd bring that back because that was really popular. I certainly hope they do. But yeah, I'm excited. Obviously, as Matty said, I'm a massive F1 fan, and the F1 games are mint. To be fair, if you haven't played them before, definitely jump in. They're so easy to play. Basically teach you to all the rules as you go along, so it's not like you go in and you don't know what you're doing. It's pretty much handed to you on a plate. It's pretty good, to be fair. I definitely recommend it. And if you are trying to get into Formula One, I do recommend watching Drive to Survive on Netflix as well. The series that kind of takes you behind the scenes. What happens in the paddock that you don't normally see on like race day, because obviously that they would only focus what's on the track. They don't have like access to the teams as Netflix do in their like series. So it is a really interesting watch. So if you are looking to get into Formula One, I 1000% recommend watching Drive to Survive at some point.
I've actually started watching that.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Good. Yeah. It's some of it's a bit like especially with season 3. I ain't finished season 3 yet, but one thing that I've noticed that they do is, because it's Netflix, they're just focusing on the drama. Like, they don't focus on like the good stories or anything like that. Like, I know last season George Russell got called up to Mercedes when Lewis Hamilton got COVID and couldn't race, and he absolutely smashed it in the Mercedes. He showed that he was an amazing driver. He would have been beaten Bottas, but obviously he got stitched up by the pit stops, unfortunately. But I know Netflix didn't cover that for some reason. Obviously, that's like a really feel good story that George Russell, who's always at the back of the pack with the Williams, he gets shoved into the Mercedes, the best car on the grid, and proves that he deserves to be there, because he's not. It's not him, the driver. He's just held back by the car he's in. But I know they're all just focused on the drama of like bloody Bottas, for example, helping Max Verstappen just so he can win the race because you don't like Lewis Hamilton. It is what it is. Anyway, rant over. Formula One rant over. I could talk all day, so we'll move on. On to the main feature. Boom, boom, bing, bang, bomb. The one film that me and Matty have both been super duper, trooper duper excited for, and it is Godzilla vs. King Kong. Was released.
Spoil it all for you.
Was released, April the 1st. Here in the UK. I know it was released a few days before over in the US, but we're not gonna go into too much detail. We're not gonna spoil it because I know it's a new film. I don't want to spoil it for people that ain't watched it yet. But oh my good lord, it was amazing.
I can back that up as well. Absolutely fucking phenomenal.
It was brilliant.
I just want to start talking about it. It's not fair.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to spoil it too much because it wouldn't be fair. And I know for a fact, if we said spoilers, everyone that ain't watched it turn off now, we'd get no views. So everyone would stop watching.
No, I can't really see it. Go back to the last to the podcast where we actually were excited for it and see what I want to say about.
Yeah, I mean, we can say that we had our predictions when the trailer first came out, and the tease what was going to happen and all that kind of stuff. Not to sound too big-headed, but we did pretty much call it. Maybe not exactly the way it panned out, but we basically called it because we are incredible at what we do, hands down the best, without a doubt. But
exactly,
just to prove our point, it has basically been confirmed that it's the most successful new release since the pandemic started. It's basically hit just under $50 million in the opening 5 days, which is pretty good, to be fair, considering it was in the US. It was streamed on HBO Max for people that obviously subscribe to HBO Max for no extra cost, so they didn't have to pay any more for it. They got it basically for free on the day of release. Obviously over here there was you could only rent it off Amazon or the Sky Store, I believe. I mean, it weren't cheap. It was 15 quid to rent it, but I'd say it was bloody well worth it, to be honest. It blew me away from start to finish. I was, oh my god, this is amazing. So
exactly. Like, I mean, like I say, touching on to it, like, because the thing is with me, I don't like movies that build up towards action. I hate an anticlimactic like build up.
yeah,
It's just dreadful. Um, and never once was it like that with that. It was just action packed from the start.
yeah,
Um, like there was literally not like normally with me when I'm watching a film, if I'm bored, I start playing on my phone, and like half the film zooms over.
yeah,
Not
yeah,
once did I pick my phone up. Not once did I pick my phone up and play on my phone. I was hooked.
yeah,
And if you are all thinking of watching it, pay the 15 quid and watch it.
yeah.
Because it's well worth the watch
It is,
and the
to be
money.
fair, very much so. Oh mate, I just want to talk about it. Um, we are going to be
Well,
doing a review. I know I'm going to definitely write one up. I want to completely properly type it up and post it over on our Facebook page and on our Discord as well. I can only assume Matty, you'll do the same. I mean, I don't mind if you write it up and send it to me, and I'll post it all
yeah,
for you.
I'll have to do that definitely.
We'll do it that way. But we'll definitely go through it again, maybe next week. We'll go through and talk about it properly then. We'll do like an in-depth thing because there's plenty of time to have watched it then, and obviously,
Well, how long's it been out now?
it was released. It was made available to us in the UK the first, so Thursday. So it's been out for what nearly 4 days now.
I just want to talk about it.
Yeah,
I
I know
do.
what you mean.
I do. But I just really want to talk about it. Like honestly, I okay, right, okay.
Well, it's kind of a spoiler, but I'm gonna say it anyway because it will. Some people will be wondering. Obviously, as say like Marvel
If
films
you
or
come
anything
out,
like that.
if you come out with a spoiler, yeah, we're talking about it.
Okay. Um, like Marvel films, there's normally always an end credit scene. And on this particular film, there isn't one, which a lot of people were confused about and was like, "Oh, does that mean it's it? It's not carrying on anymore?" Because obviously, normally the post credit scenes is like the massive tease for the next installment. But in an interview with the director, one of the producers, they did confirm that they did actually record a post edit scene, but they decided to actually use it in the movie itself. So I'm assuming from that I can only assume that maybe there are plans to make another installment in the MonsterVerse. I mean that they could. I mean without spoiling it, the way they left it, like it could carry on. There are things that they could elaborate on. So we can only cross our fingers and see, and hopefully it does come to fruition, and there is another one in years to come. Hopefully, fingers crossed, because
Yeah.
I love them. To be fair, it was mate. I just want to spoil it for everyone, but I'm trying hard not to. Trying hard not to. But we could do a quick review, not a quick review, a quick rating. Sorry. Me personally, out of 5, 5 out of 5.
I was gonna say, don't bullshit me. It's definitely 5 out of 5, whether people like it or not.
The only thing, obviously, I've read reviews from like critics and all that kind of people.
That's bloody idiots.
If you
Bloody
look
lot of them.
at the critic side of things, they haven't rated it amazing. They haven't rated it bad either. But
Or because they wanted more human
yeah,
contact in the film.
basically they've said that the human side of it lacks. But let's face it, if you look at every single Godzilla film or any sort of monster film, the human side lacks because all you're interested in is the monster itself. That's what you're there to see. You see Godzilla on the billboard, you're going to see Godzilla. You ain't going to see some bloody, Bryan Cranston running around after his dead wife, or what I mean. You don't care, do you? You want to see Godzilla. That's all you're there for.
Stupid, man. It's bloody stupid. The critics are just
So,
daft.
but fans reviews. I know on Rotten Tomatoes it's had flying reviews, like very very highly rated by the fans. So it is very well received. But yeah, 1000%. I definitely recommend people going to see it. And
100%.
you are absolutely 1000% sure that as soon as the cinemas open, if it is in cinemas, I am going to watch it again, without a shadow of a doubt.
I'll take you. Cause free
Yeah,
tickets.
man, let's go. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Come on, you do it now. It's gonna happen.
Do it.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's pretty much all we've got. We've actually got for this week. Like I said, it was going to be a bit of a short one. It's been going for about half an hour now, so
I've
not
got
too bad.
one little section for you.
Yeah, Matty, far away. That was going to be my next thing. If anyone wants to talk about anything,
So
let's go.
obviously, I've never seen what I'm about to mention before, and it's quite an eye opener. I'm not going to go too much into it. I'm just going to give a little in view of it.
Yep.
Obviously, most people, if you're of age, you should have seen it. Like I should have seen it. I watched This Is England, which is, it's a series, a film, and I would say, for like the film side of it, it's a documentary. Because a lot of people seem to think it's a real thing, and it is a real thing. Obviously, the main film is just it's touching up upon like friendship between one another and whatever, and it highlights like the racial abuse that people from a different cultural background or like like someone who's came from a different country. It highlights the abuse that British people used to give them, and it was disgusting. Like there was some scenes in the film that I'm not going to mention that were just absolutely vile.
Yeah.
Like some of the scenes left me starstruck. That was that bad. And it's so vile to know that something similar probably still happens to this day.
Yeah,
and it's
it is.
absolutely disgusting. Like the fact that British people were that deluded to go on the way they did was just crazy. Like honestly, it really was. Like, I'm not going to get too caught up into it because I mean, the more I speak about it, the more I get annoyed because of how vile it was.
To be fair,
I mean,
I've never watched it, so I'm not 100% sure on.
you need to
able
watch
to comment.
it.
To be fair,
Honestly, it's such an eye opener. Like honestly, like it's what, some aspects of the film is hilarious. Like honestly, when Sean's getting bullied because of his trousers, and he goes home, and like he sort of has like a little flickered argument with his mother.
Yeah.
Because he's been picked on 3 times at school. It's just like, oh, why are you being picked on? And he's like, oh, because of my trousers. And she's like, oh, what's the matter with them? And he just he lifts up his leg and he goes, he lifts up, I can't say it because it bends. Oh, you got the headphones up, which are yours. Yeah. Like he lifts his legs up with his trousers because they're so long, and he's got like they don't fit him properly. And she's like, oh, what's the matter with them? And he's like, look at the fucking size of them, and they're just fucking huge. But honestly, that was hilarious. Sorry, pardon my French, everyone. I'm so sorry. I was getting carried away there. But yeah, that's only a small little snippet of what I was going to talk about. I'm not going to go too much into it because I mean, the more you go into it, if you've seen it yourself, you'd understand why I'm not going to talk more about it because it is like really annoying and vile. But the humour side of it, fantastic. And the series, there's 3 series. There's the 1986, 88, and 90. And there is rumours that they're doing a 2001 as well. Which I massively recommend everyone to watch. Watch the film, then watch the series. You literally won't regret it. And that's all from me.
So, yeah, maybe that's something we can definitely touch upon again in the past. Jack's just put in the comments, bring back Jack, we want Jack. Well, Jack, next time, mate, you can come on again. Whenever you want to come on, you can come on, mate. Because next week, we're going to an in-depth talk of Godzilla versus Kong, and I know for a fact you want to talk about it. So, let's go. Next week, confirmed. Let's go. I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna ask. It's happening. So yeah, that is actually it for today's episode. For this week's episode, rather. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. Again, as we mentioned earlier, make sure you're following us over on our Facebook page. You subscribe to the YouTube channel. You like and subscribe over there. Obviously, there's a Discord server as well. Make sure you join us on that. And I appreciate you all for being here. And we shall see you next week. Adios, everybody.
Peace.